So, what is the biggest financial mistake you see people making right now in 2026?
Still spending. Still spending. We are we don't know where we're going right now. Things are so crazy. We don't know. I often tell people you don't know if Social Security is going to be around when you retire. You don't know if pensions is still going to exist when you retire at your company that you're at. So instead of building and sacrificing now so that when you get into retirement, you're not having to go find a job because you did not prepare now. We're still spending, even with gas prices going up. They're still spending. And this would have been the rainy day that we should have saved for prior, because life happens. We never know what life is going to throw at us, no matter who's in office, no matter who is in charge. We need to be prepared to show up when life comes knocking the door. I often say this: when life comes knocking at your door, make sure you can stand 10 toes down, because when you open the door, it shouldn't knock you off your feet, but you should be able to stand strong. So I believe that what people are doing today is they still have their head in the clouds. I think they still don't see that we are in a state of emergency, especially when it comes to finances. And I'm a big believer that people need to realize you need more than one stream of income. If you have one stream of income, you're close to having none. But if you have multiple streams, I often say it this way: think of your life as a tabletop. If you have one leg underneath that table, that's usually someone that's just working a 9 to 5 or has one stream of income. But if life comes knocking at the door and that leg breaks, you're going down. But if you had multiple legs underneath that table, you're 9 to 5, you might know how to do hair, you might know how to do nails, you may know how to bake, whatever side hustles you could do, that would put more legs. So if one leg break, you might wobble, but you would not fall because you prepared. So take your head out the clouds. This is a time that don't think that this is not going to change. Prepare as if it is going to change and get worse, instead of thinking that, oh, it'll be all right and I can just look to the government. That's not the way to do it.
So you mentioned multiple streams of income. So why do hardworking people who go to work, who have multiple streams of income, why do they still live paycheck to paycheck?
Then they're just overspending. They're really overspending, living beyond their means, living like the Joneses, as one would often say. Just because you make the money, then you can have the red bottom shoes or this name brand, just because you're making the money. I mean, we have many wealthy people that are filing for bankruptcy. Why? Because they live beyond their means. You can be the stylish person, you can, be with the time, but you don't have to spend beyond your means. And I think that when we talk about what one's budget looks like on a monthly basis, you would be able to see where things could be either cut out, minimized, where you could have savings, instead of just thinking, okay, I make $5,000 a month, $2,000, 2,500 is for the mortgage, 25 left over, I got to pay the Con Ed, the heating and electric, the cell phone bills. I got 500 left. Let me go out to eat to the best restaurant because I deserve it because I work so hard. Not saying that one doesn't deserve to treat themselves, but could you have not put half of that away for that rainy day?
Now,